Welcome everyone, I'm Ricky from Tech Talk and today we're taking a look at a new monitor from Philips. So what we're going to do is unbox it, have a look at all the cables and components that come with our monitor and get it set up as well with my compatible devices that you know that I have on my desk. So the model number for this is 252B9. It's from their B line, as you can see from the left hand side. Of course, you're always going to find a link to this monitor in the description. So if you need to know any more details, go and check that link out in the description. But what we're going to do is go through the key features that you can see on the left and the right hand side before we get it unboxed. So first of all, the screen size is a 25-inch or 63.4 centimeter. Remember, that's always measured diagonally. It's an LCD monitor with power sensor. So I've had a power sensor monitor before where it actually saves a lot of energy from when you step away. It detects when you move away from your monitor and it actually saves on energy consumption, which is really good. We're all about a green world and green energy now. So that's a really good thing to think about here if you're going to put this in an office or if you're going to use this for personal use as well. You want to make sure you save as much electricity as possible. It helps reduce your bills and also it helps the environment. So if we look down the right hand side now, some of the key details here. So we look down the right hand side here, we have a bit more information. So clear vision beyond boundaries, a wide viewing angle with IPS display. So I've talked about that before. So underneath that you've got a three-sided frameless design, which seems to be the new thing for monitors in the last year or so. So the right and the left and the top frame of the actual monitor will be near enough border free and your images just seem to drop off the edges there. It has that power sensor that I said about before, so that's really good, and we'll go into more detail about that later on. It has a smart ergonomic base with loads of different features. You can change, adjust and move this monitor to wherever you need it best, no matter whatever you're doing. So underneath that as well, you can see it's in Chinese writing, but I did translate this. It's a 5-year warranty or guarantee with this monitor, so make sure you always register for that as well. Now let's get our monitor unboxed and get it set up, and then we can talk more details about them key features there. So on top here again, it just highlights different features that I've gone through, and then it has unpacking instructions here. Just take your time to look at these so you don't damage yourself or damage the monitor when actually taking it out of the box. I have got to admit how impressive this is. All of these cables come with this monitor, so let's go through them. First of all, you have your quick start guide here with other information, and also you get a CD that has all your manual and your drivers on there if you need that. But let's get into these cables first of all. So you have a display port to display port, so you can connect up via display ports. You have a HDMI connection, so HDMI to HDMI. That's really good. You've also got an audio cable, which is 3.5 to 3.5 and normally in this green color here. Then you have a VGA cable, so you can connect up a VGA product if you so wish to. Then at the top here, we have our UK 3-pin plug, and it doesn't need a power brick as well. It connects straight in, so that's really good to have there. Next to that is a DVI cable. I haven't seen one of these for a long time, but you can connect up by DVI. And then also you have a USB cable, as this monitor offers USBs on it. So you will then connect this into your device as well. That means then you can use the USBs on the monitor. So that is really good, all of that there. Then we move on to our stand here and then our column. So our stand seems to have two chunky teeth, which are made of metal, which is good. The underplate as well, as you can see, has a swivel feature here. You do have your locking nut, so I recommend just holding that down there, and then you can see that coming up through here. So if we take our column now, so line these teeth in and push down, and you're going to feel that nut underneath here, then come up. So you can use either the twist thread, or you can use a screwdriver if you so wish to as well. So I'm just going to screw this in here. So make sure you screw this in nice and tight as well. And obviously you can use that screwdriver as well if you want to just tighten that up there. So that's our column and its stand now put together. So what I'm going to do is bring out the monitor so we can have a look at the monitor as well before we get it all set up. But this is really impressive, all the amount of cables you are going to receive with this Philips monitor here. Before we connect the column and the stand, I thought we'd just have a look at the rear of the panel and your connections, as I've just gone through there, and also talk about what else is on here. So you do have a VESA connection as well if you want to use a VESA mount. So that is 100 by 100. Also down here in this bottom corner you have a Kensington lock. There is also 2 speakers on here, both with 2 watts of power. So you do have some speakers as well. So when standing up, it's going to be on your left hand side. Here is your 4 USBs and your connecting USB as well. And as you can see, they're all USB 3s, which is really good. I'm really pleased to see that there. So finally, looking at your ports, over this side, you have your power connection. Then you have your different ports inside here. So you have your display port, your DVI, your HDMI, your VGA, your audio, and then your headphone jack as well, which is great to use there. You do have lots of connectability here with this monitor, and I think that's a really good thing. I'm really pleased to see that. So to connect your column and stand, it's rather easy, so don't be too worried at all. So as you can see here, there is a release button. This is where you're going to release your column and stand when you need to. If you need to change or move it, or when you're moving, it's very easy. So at the top of the plate here, you're going to see 2 teeth. So with them 2 teeth at the top, line them up at the top first, and then push down. Push down until you hear a really good strong click. Don't push too hard as you don't want to damage your display. And then we can flip it up, turn it around. I'm going to get it all connected, and I'll come back when we're all set and ready to use. Welcome back, and as you can see, the monitor is all set up and ready to go. So it looks really nice. I like the design aspect of it, especially with the pedestal at the bottom there. You can put anything on that, and it does have like a divot inside it. So for me, I've put my hard drive on there. Also, there might be a wireless charging mat as well. The USB hub that's on the left hand side as well is going to be really helpful and really handy for me to connect up multiple different devices. So connecting this monitor, I've had to connect through HDMI currently to my MacBook Pro, and I'll look into why the display port isn't working. But currently it's using the HDMI. And then you have the other connectability options there as well. It looks really nice, and I thought I'd load up my YouTube channel so you get to see that as well. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and ring the notification bell, and you can get updated with all the latest videos on the channel. And as you can see, I do a whole range of products. It's not just monitors, there's mobile phones, there's tablets, there's smart plugs, everything as well. So loads of good things coming on the channel. Let's go into a little bit more detail about the features that I've talked about as well. So like I said, it has this power sensor, and it will detect when you're away from the monitor or when you're close. Currently, I've actually turned that off because it would have turned itself off because I'm too far away when recording and when I'm discussing the feature here. But the built-in power sensor is a really good thing, and it can save you up to 80% on your power costs of this monitor. So you do have a sleep-wake button at the bottom right-hand corner, and also you have a hard on and off switch on the rear as well next to the power connection. So 2 good options there. With the power sensor, that's 3 options. You can really save on your energy costs. I do recommend turning that power sensor on, which I am going to do as soon as I finish recording and when I get into general use, because when I walk away, it will actually turn itself off, and when I come back, it should sense that I'm there and then turn back on, and I'll go into greater detail during my review period in about 3 or 4 weeks' time. It has IPS technology for full color, really bright color, very vibrant. It also has a selection of smart image presets that you can choose from. Currently we're using Office here because it's going to be generally in an office use. I believe this monitor is going to be for, compared to some of the gaming monitors that I've looked at previously. So this monitor has an ergonomic base where you can change and adjust it to whatever way you want it. So that no matter by changing its height, its tilt, its swivel or pivot, which we'll look at greater detail in the review, but you can really change and adjust this monitor to the way you want it to be, no matter how you need it to be as well, which I think is a really good thing. So with this monitor as well, you're going to get less eye fatigue and less eye strain thanks to flicker-free technology, and also low blue light mode as well is on this monitor. So it's really going to help your eyes so your productivity can go on for longer. Your gaming, I would say, is going to be very minimal on this monitor, but for productivity, it's going to be really good, and it means you can go for a lot longer without actually damaging your eyesight. It also offers Philips Easy Read mode as well, so when you're reading documents it's going to make it more easy to do, which I've seen previously and we've looked at previously on the monitor, and again we'll have a greater look at that during the review stage. So for me, being visually impaired, there's a lot of key features there that are going to help your eyesight, get you less fatigued, less eye strain, and actually enjoy this monitor for a lot longer without actually having to take breaks. Please always do take breaks. It is key to take a break away, walk away, look at something else, or just go outside for 5-10 minutes. But with low blue light mode, with flicker-free technology, with the easy reading, a lot of visual help there to actually make this monitor easy for me, especially being visually impaired, but as well for everyone else that just needs to read so many documents or to read so much of their monitor, to have it less powerful in your eyes and make it more easier for you to read. That's a really good thing. So like I said right at the beginning, the link will be in description to Philips UK. Also in the description will be a link to the cheapest price I currently find in the UK as well, so make sure to check that out. And if you have any questions or any queries, drop a comment down below. I'll be more than happy to help as always. Thanks always for watching. Please give the video a thumbs up. And remember, if you are new to Tech Talk, hit subscribe and ring the notification bell to stay updated with all of my latest videos. This has been the unboxing and setup of the Philips 25-inch LCD monitor, model number 252B9. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.